Hi friends, welcome back. In today's session, we'll discuss about Golden Gate installation on Linux platform. We'll be covering the following topics. We'll see the database requirements, the memory requirements for installing Golden Gate, the disk requirements for installing Golden Gate, and then we'll go through the network requirements and then the operating system requirements, and we'll see how to install um, Golden Gate on Linux. Database requirement. In this discussion, I am covering only the requirement from Oracle database perspective, but Golden Gate is supporting other RDBMs like DB2, SQL Server, MySQL, Teradata, etc. So I request you to go through the installation manual of Oracle, Golden Gate for their respective databases. So let's see what are the database version requirement for Oracle. So the Golden Gate supports the following databases. That is Oracle 9i release 2, that is 9.2, Oracle 10G release 1 and release 2, Oracle 11G release 1 and release 2. And Oracle Golden Gate supports both DML and DDL operations on supported database versions. So it means that you can set up a Golden Gate environment or setup between source database being Oracle 9i and the target database being Oracle 11G release 2. Previous versions like Oracle 7, 8 or 8i are not supported by Oracle Golden Gate 11G. Memory requirements. When we consider the memory requirements, we should consider the memory requirements for manager process, extract process and replicate process. We can say that around 25 to 30 MB will be required for each process, and Golden Gate supports up to 300 concurrent process of replicate and extract process. So we can say that a maximum supported system should be having 300 into 50 plus the memory requirement for the manager. So we can say that 300 into 50 plus another 50. And we can say we can find out the current memory requirement by connecting to the Golden Gate command line interface, that is GGSCI, and then run the current report file, and in the report file look for the available virtual memory from OS, that is process avail VM from OS, to determine if you have enough swap memory available for our platform. Now let's see the disk space requirement. Now let's see the disk space requirements. For the installation of the Golden Gate software, we require minimum 50 to 150 MB space, and then we need to allocate at least 40 MB space for the working directories, for each working directories like temporary directories and the file directories. So based on the different types of directory, we may have to specify the memory for that server. And then we need to have enough memory, or sorry, enough size for the trail files. Remember, the trail files is the files where in which the Golden Gate will capture the changes and will be written. So the good size of each trail file will be 100 MB. So we need to have enough space for the directory, or we can say that the trail file directory should be having enough memory. So as a starting point, we can say that we need to have at least 1 GB space for the trail file directories. A formula that is given by Oracle for calculating the space is that the log volumes generation in 1 hour and into the number of hours downtime into 0.4 will be the trail file disk. For example, say we are going to generate 5 GB per hour and we can accept only 1 hour. So the trail file size will be 5 into 1 into 0.4. That should be the size we should be allocating for the trail files. Okay, now let's see the network requirement. The Golden Gate is using the TCP protocol, so we should be having the TCP ports free. For the Golden Gate manager, use the port number. The default port number is 7840, and the extract and replicate process on the source and target communicates via TCP port. TCP port. So we should be having enough space for their communication as well. Now let's see the operating system requirements. The first operating system requirement is that the directory at which we are going to install Golden Gate, say for example Golden Gate home directory, should be having the user, read and write access for the user who is going to install the to the operating system user who is going to install the Golden Gate software. And then we should have, like say for example, if you're planning to install for the clustered environments, then the multiple nodes of the cluster should be having the same read and write access, and it should be on a shared file system. And also the Golden Gate software owner, I would say that like the username at which we are starting the installation of the Golden Gate should be having the access to the Oracle database software, as well as he should be having, or the user should be having, the access to the online redo log files, because Golden Gate is extracting the data from the online redo log files or else the transaction log files of the database. Now, we have gone through the database requirement, the operating system requirement, the network requirements, everything. Now, let's see how to do the installation of Golden Gate. The first thing that we need to get the software. So we can download the Golden Gate software from otn.oracle.com or else edelivery.oracle.com based on our operating system and the bit architecture. Once download the software, copy that software to our Linux server, untar the software, so the directory at which we have unshipped the software, we'll call that as the Golden Gate home directory. Now from the Golden Gate home directory, log in as the owner of that software, say in our case as Oracle user. Then log in as the Golden Gate software owner, and then start the Golden Gate command line interface by giving /ggsci. Once the Golden Gate command line prompt is updated, just like our SQL prompt, we can create the directories required for Golden Gate by giving the command create subdir. This command will create the Golden Gate subdirectory, and you can see that it is created the directories like parameter directory, trail directory, temporary directory, etc. For example, dir param, dir temp, dir trail. These are the different directories created by the Golden Gate installation process. And to confirm whether the Golden Gate installation is successful, we can just issue the command info all from the Golden Gate command line prompt. And if you are getting the message that is the Golden Gate process are stopped, like the manager, the extract and the replicate process, because we have not configured anything, so that is absolutely fine. So if the Golden info all is working giving an output, then it means that our Golden Gate installation is successful. Now, Golden Gate and the Oracle RAC requirement. So there is 2 points to be considered here. One is that the software at which we are going to, the location at which we are going to install Golden Gate, or else the Golden Gate home directory should be on a clustered file system and it should be accessed by both the nodes. Second, the system clocks on both the nodes of the cluster should be synchronized. You can either use a CTSS time protocol or else NTP protocol to obtain the same. And then if you want to delay, or if you are thinking that there is a delay between the two nodes of the cluster, then you can give the IO latency option in the thread option parameter of the both Golden Gate extractor and the replicate process. Hope this session is clear for you guys. Thank you.